Ariana Grande is being accused of breaking up her new man, Ethan Slater's marriage, and unfortunately, this is not the first time that she's gone after a taken man. We're taking a look at Ariana's questionable dating history right now. Ariana Grande's new relationship with her Wicked co-star Ethan Slater has caused quite the scandal, given the fact the two were both married before separating from their spouses, and then went public with their new relationship. And after hearing that Slater's wife was, quote, blindsided by her marriage ending and her husband's new romance, that caused many to question if Ariana has done this before. It's Madison Hill reporting with all the details. Prior to Ariana Grande dating Ethan Slater, she was married to her husband Dalton Gomez for 2 years. The two met back in 2020, got engaged, and had a private wedding ceremony in 2021. According to a tip that was sent in to Dumas, Dalton Gomez was in fact in a relationship prior to dating Ariana Grande. This anonymous tipster claims that Dalton was dating a girl for almost 5 months when he met Ariana. Apparently, his girlfriend became suspicious of how much time Gomez and Grande were spending together. He insisted it was for work. He's a real estate agent to the celebs. Then Gomez proceeded to break up with his girlfriend and started dating Ariana. To make matters worse, his girlfriend at the time posted this photo to her Instagram story with the caption, "When you see your ex with the person they told you not to worry about." So yeah, it's looking like Ari has a bit of a pattern for going after taken men, and unfortunately, Dalton Gomez isn't the only example. Prior to Dalton Gomez and Ethan Slater, Ariana was famously linked to Pete Davidson. At the time, Pete Davidson was in a relationship with Larry David's daughter, Cassie David. The two had been together for 2.5 years before deciding to go on a break in 2018. 2 days into the break, Cassie reportedly reached out to Pete to tell him she in fact didn't want to break up. She was then blindsided when he informed her he was, quote, the happiest he's ever been. A few days later, Pete officially ended things with Cassie over text, and she says 24 hours later, she found out on Instagram that he was already dating the Ariana Grande. If you're thinking that timeline sounds suspicious, you're not wrong. Unfortunately, things only get worse when you take a look at Ariana's relationship with her boyfriend before Pete Davidson, Mac Miller. Ariana and Mac first met back in 2012, and there were rumors then that he cheated on his longtime girlfriend when him and Ari collaborated on a song together. While Mac and his girlfriend were able to work through it and stay together, they ultimately decided to go their separate ways in 2016, and shortly after their split, Ari and Mac started dating.
That's suspicious.
The last Ariana Grande relationship we need to look into is her romance with Big Sean. These two dated back in 2014, shortly after the rapper called off his engagement with Glee star Naya Rivera. 2 years later, Naya revealed in her book titled Sorry Not Sorry that she once found Ariana at her then fiance's home. Naya wrote that her and Big Sean had been fighting for 5 days straight when he was traveling. Then when he got back to LA, he said he didn't want to see her. Naya didn't let that stop her, as she had a key to his home. She then went on to write, quote, I walk in, go downstairs, and guess what little girl is sitting cross-legged on the couch listening to music. It rhymes with Smariana Schmonde. Yikes. So yeah, when you look at how Ari's relationship started with Big Sean, Mac Miller, Pete Davidson, Dalton Gomez, and now Ethan Slater, you can see the singer does have a bit of a pattern. However, it's worth noting Ariana can't shoulder all of this blame on her own, as it does take two to tango. Alright, that is an in-depth look into Ariana Grande's problematic dating history for this episode of What's Trending Celeb Scoop. Make sure to follow and subscribe to us everywhere. Once again, this is Madison Hill reporting.